on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here we go. Switch the outlaw. Let's go. It's a party now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back to throw. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Complete. It's Henry. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
On second down, it's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This is Harris on the draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's second and 8. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. And they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist. It's fourth down.
Set, hut. Now the wolf. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's first and 10. He's got Allen, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Damian Harris, his first. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, this is caught by Williams. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. They'll set up a throw.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Texans who picked up the victory at home. 17-3, the final score. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins looking to get back over 500 and improve their record to 5-4. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Sammy Watkins, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and...
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play? You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. They run again with Harris, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert. And now it's first and goal. They come out here in the I.
Check. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Check 4. Hey, check.
They'll try and sneak it here. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Alert flare. 2-6.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. He went backwards.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before the 39-yard line. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Sharp. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll drop to throw. Caught by Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. And he fends it off. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J.
Set, ready, Henry, 55. Hey, watch the slant. Watch it.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. And he takes it in for a Colts score. This defense...
Other way. Let's go. Pittsburgh. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check the outs. Check the outs.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. First down, and they go back to Harris. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short. But give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the home team here, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.